WX4XW test.
Calling the Bristol 2-meter net, this is N4NT. Name is Adam, and I will be the net control station for this session. Is there anyone that can serve as an alternate net control station? Please call now.
N4NT, KL1ZA, I can assist.
Okay, Jim, KL1ZA got you logged in there, and we'll come back to you for some comments momentarily. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Okay, hearing none, we'll continue on. The Bristol 2-meter net meets each Tuesday at 9 p.m. on the 146.67 repeater. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, the National Traffic System, and the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. All amateurs are welcome to check into the net, and we are also connected to Wires X room 61243. Are there any announcements or bulletins for the net? Please call. Is there any formal or informal traffic for the net? Please call. Station calling, you've got a loud hum. I couldn't make out your call, son.
K4NRT.
Okay, Brian, K4NRT. Go ahead with your traffic.
How's everybody doing tonight? I was just here listening. No additional traffic, K4NRT.
Okay, Brian, we got you on the list, and been following you on Facebook there, and congratulations on the new addition. Glad to have you checking into the net tonight. Okay, that hum came back, but we caught most of that, so a good deal. So we'll go ahead and acknowledge a few that we've got on the list here. KL1ZA is going to serve as alternate net control. Got you checked in, and we've got a proxy check-in. November Oscar 1 Papa Charlie, NO1 PC. That's Jim out in California. He's on our Facebook page, and a friend of mine on Facebook as well. And is the moderator of the Amateur Radio Elmer's Facebook page, so we're glad to have him. He's monitoring us on Facebook right now. At this time, we'll take check-ins from any mobiles or portables. Mobiles or portables, please call now.
please, Adam. I'll be listening, though. KF4FHY, Kevin, in and out, please. KD4UQI, Richard in Bristol, check me in and out, please, sir.
Okay, and that recognizes Lonnie, W4FXO. Got you checked in. We'll be back momentarily. W4JH, Jack, appreciate you checking in tonight. Got you in and out. KF4FHY, Kevin, got you in and out. Thanks for checking in. And Richard, KD4UQY, got you checked in and out also. Good to hear from you tonight, Richard. I often will upload recordings of the net to Facebook, and I'll tag your grandson Preston in it, and he seems to like to hear you on there. So he and I run into each other quite often. But any other mobiles or portables? Okay, well, let's go back up the list here, and we'll get some comments from these before we move on to regular check-ins. KL1ZA, Jim, good evening.
Good evening, Adam, and the rest of the net. This is KL1ZA. As many of you who see me on Facebook know, I welcomed my 5th grandchild into the world yesterday. Met him this morning for the first time. Cute kid, and name is Maverick Hudson, and he's going to be quite a guy, I hope. But anyway, other than that, nothing real exciting going on. There's plenty of it here. I'll say 7-3 and turn it back to the net. KL1ZA.
Okay, Jim, thanks for checking in, and appreciate the good news there. Congratulations. Certainly in order. All right, up next we had, had K4NRT, and got some comments from him already, so we'll go up to Lonnie, W4FXO. Good evening, Lonnie.
Good evening, Adam. Nothing much going on. Just checking in. Everest, W4FXO.
Okay, Lonnie, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you as always there. Appreciate you checking in with us tonight. Okay, the rest of the check-ins we had were in and out, so we'll go ahead and open it up for regular check-ins. Any station that would like to check in, please call now.
WD4JJ, Jim. WE4AWJ, Emmett, Bristol. Sure, Juliet 4, Whiskey, Juliet Mike, Dennis, Silver. KT4SQ, Dale on Bristol. And 4KZS, Gary, Piney Flats.
Okay. Before I run this list down, let me go back. The station in Telford, I got your call sign wrong, I believe. Whiskey Juliet Mike. What was the full call?
Japan 4, Whiskey, Japan, Mexico.
Okay, I got it right that time. All right. Well, thanks for checking in. We'll come back for some comments, and we also had first check-in on regulars was WD4JJ Jim, WE4AWJ Emmett, and then we had KJ4WJM Dennis, KT4SQ Dale, and N4KZS Gary. We'll be back to each one of you for comments. Any other stations like to check in, please call.
K9MI, Mike in Bristol.
Yeah, good evening, Adam. KT40, being in Bristol, and I'll be in and out.
Okay, we've got K9MI, Mike, good to hear you tonight. KT40, Ben, got you checked in and out, or as I like to call it, the F5 button on NetLogger. Appreciate you checking in tonight. It's good talking to you earlier today. All right, let's go back up for some comments, and that'll give me a moment to take a drink of my drink and kick back for a second. So we'll start with Jim, WD4JJ. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, Adam, N4NT in the net, WD4JJ. Well, I guess the big thing, we're going to get a little rain out of it, they say. We had a pretty good little shower here this afternoon. Well, it wasn't a shower. Somebody dumped out a bucket full of it all of a sudden. But yeah, it looks like it's shaping up for a good race weekend. They say after tomorrow the weather's going to be good, so that's great. I know for 2 weeks there have been campers coming in down there quite often. Of course, you know, our church is right beside us. It was Sunday down there. You wouldn't believe the vehicles, the campers that's already here. But anyhow, and I'm not enjoying the hot weather, as you might say, but it has been hot. You usually can get out for a couple hours, 2 hours and a half in the morning, and that's about it. But anyhow, feeling pretty good considering everything. So we'll just turn it back to net and sit here and listen a while. WD4JJ.
Okay, Jim, thanks for checking in. Yeah, I got caught in the middle of that today. I was in the south end of town and drove up under the most darkest purple cloud I think I've ever seen in my entire life, and it opened up on me, and I could see sunlight up toward downtown area, and I got dispatched to a call that direction, and it was slow going, but I was driving toward the light. Finally got to it, but appreciate you checking in there. Up next we have WE4AWJ. Good evening, Emmett.
N4NT and the net, and everybody listening, this is WE4AWJ. Good evening, Adam, and everybody. Well, yeah, I just managed to get my grass mowed just a little while before the heavens opened up, and it just poured here, too. I didn't do it long, and most of the lightning went around us. I heard that it struck several trees out in town. Farther out toward exit 7, and blew them up and scattered them on the road. So it's quite a storm, and they said it's going to come tonight too. So I hope not. Anyway, I'm still working on my HF. One of these days I'll get that antenna up, and that's pretty much it with me. I'm just trying to stay cool and get everything done. So with that, we'll turn it back to net control. Wish everybody 73 from WE4AWJ.
Okay, Emmett. Yeah, good to have you checking in, and yeah, hopefully that weather won't make it too muggy. Tomorrow's the one day that I'll be outside all day. They're having the family race night, and I'll be down there till I gotta go in and at noon and stay for the duration. So won't be no getting in the car and cooling off that much. I'll have to find me a store or something to duck into occasionally. But good to have you there tonight. And up next we have KJ4WJM, Dennis in Telford. Good evening, Dennis. Okay, Dennis, appreciate you checking in, and glad to have you there. And while I'm thinking about it real quick, just a reminder in case anybody didn't know, we do run a NetLogger session. I try to run it whenever I'm here for the net. NetLogger is available for free download at netlogger.org. If you put in .com, it brings up something totally different. Netlogger.org, and you can download that and log in and follow along with the check-ins of the net and all the proxy check-ins, and there's even a little chat window feature you can chat back and forth with. But anyway, up next we have KT4SQ. Good evening, Dale.
not much going on here. That's real fast storm, and my gauge left about 4/10 of an inch, so it was a pretty fast-moving storm, but an awful lot for a short period of time. And, well, that's about it from here. This is KT Fortescue.
Okay, Dale, thanks for checking in. Good to have you, and good to talk to you there earlier today as well. Got to try out my new mobile radio they let me put in my work car. Well, up next we have N4KZS Gary. Gary, I finally got on Facebook the other day and uploaded the donation balance for the repeater fund. Has there been any updates since then? And go ahead with your comments. It's N4NT.
N4KZS with the net. Good evening, Adam, everyone else. Well, let's see, I sent you something the other day there on $100 more. I think it's 620. 620 is the total now. So, if we maybe get some of the members to kick in $20 apiece, some of them hadn't sent anything, we'll be there shortly. But anyway, that's where it's at. Things are going good down here. I've been aggravated with a bout of gout in my left foot, so I've been off my feet for a couple of days. It's helped out tremendously in taking some gout medicine. Yeah, I got a busy week coming up, race, and I'll be involved with the Disabled American Veterans. We do fundraising during the race, down along with the vendors there, and we'll be working that, so I have to be careful with the heat. The weather down here in Piney now today just got a little bit of wind there earlier when the first storm come through, and a little bit of rain, and it got a little bit of rain here just a while ago. Other than that, hadn't been bad down here at all. I think we were just on the edge of all that stuff. Anyway, 73's to all, God bless. From N4KZS, back to net.
Okay, Gary, thanks for checking in. Appreciate the update. Yeah, I didn't have that information handy. I'm using my phone to do Facebook Live, so I couldn't pull that information up that you sent me. But that's good to know. I think we're within striking distance. That we should get there pretty soon, hopefully. Okay, up next we've got Mike K9MI. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Adam, and everybody else on the net. Glad I remembered to get things going here. I just got in with Abby. This was our last roundup to get her out. So, and I'm sure glad we weren't out in it when it got bad this afternoon. Our lights flickered a few times, but they didn't go out. It seems like every time we have a storm, I don't know, about 50% of the time we lose lights for a couple hours. I don't know. But nothing tragic today, so that was a good thing. And can't think of anything else. So I'll turn it back to you, and everybody have a good weekend. And I'm not sure where or how I'm going anywhere, but I'm sure my daughter-in-law and son will let me know. So take care. N4NT K9MI 73.
Okay, Mike. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, maybe you could get them to run you by the speedway there during some of the event, and if you haven't seen that yet, you can see what a lot of the rest of us have endured for many years. But it's not quite as bad as it was 10 years ago when we were actually getting that 170,000 people coming in. Now it's a little more calmed. I made a joke during they had a pre-race meeting for us, and somebody asked me, he's like, anything new this year? And I said, yeah. I said, while the event's going on, they're going to make all the workers, all of us that direct traffic and do whatever, I said, they're going to make us all come in and sit in the stands to make it look like they have more people. So you'll see a bunch of people in traffic vests and firefighter gear sitting in the stands. Of course, they're not seriously going to do that, but I made that joke. Okay, we're going to take some more check-ins here in just a second. I'll just throw in a quick comment. We do have the Wires X room 61243 connected, and the folks coming in on RF usually can get in easier than them. So what I'm going to do for the next round real quick is, and I got one I know that'll probably come in there, is take check-ins from anyone in the Wires X room. Anyone in the Wires X room that would like to check in, please call now.
Net control. Please check in and out whiskey X-ray 4 X-ray whiskey. That's WX4XW. My name is Jason. I'm located in Boring, Tennessee.
Okay, Jason, thanks for checking in, WX4XW. Is there anyone else or anyone that's in the Wires X room that would like to check in? Please call.
Net control. Please check in. KD4 CCO, Dallas, Bristol.
Okay, Dallas, got you checked in. Sounding good coming through the Wires X room there. Again, for folks not familiar, that's the internet room that we have connected. I have a node here at my QTH that's transmitting through the repeater and allows these folks to check in. They still have to have some type of amateur equipment to be able to access that, but it's pretty neat. They can do that from anywhere in the world. So we got Dallas as a Wires X user checked in. Dallas, we'll come back for comments momentarily. Any other regular any stations that would like to check in, please call now.
KN4 WCL, check in and check out.
Okay, I believe I copied that right, but let me make sure. Was it KN4WTL, Kilo November 4 Whiskey Tango Lima?
WCL, Whiskey Charlie, Lima.
Okay, I was just one off there. Okay, got you checked in and out. Comes up as William. Do you go by Bill or William?
I go Bill.
Okay, Bill, got you on the list there. We use a net logger program, and what I do is I go in there and put the name that people prefer to be called by, or what we call them by, and that way next time you check in, I'll have that. So KN4WCL shows you're in Bristol, Virginia, checking in with us. Checked in and out. Appreciate you checking in with us tonight. Well, let's go back up to Dallas here. KD4CCO. Good evening, Dallas.
Everybody on the net. My Wires X is a little squirrely tonight, so I don't know how I'm sounding to the net. We're
showing 73 degrees over here in Bristol, which is quite a bit cooler than what we have seen. We had a pretty good little thunderstorm this afternoon. There's one lightning strike that was very, very close. Thank goodness I had everything disconnected when it hit. So I haven't lost any equipment this time around. But I think we're due another shower, maybe even a thunderstorm later on tonight. So when you go to bed, you might want to unhook those antennas one more time. I guess that's about it from over here on Island Road. We'll turn it back to net control. This is KD4 CCO.
Okay, Dallas, thanks for checking in and appreciate you using the sorry, my foot slipped there off the foot switch. Appreciate you using the Wires X room, trying that out for us. But it sounds really good. If I didn't know, if I wasn't sitting here looking at the computer and could tell how you were checking in, I wouldn't know the difference. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the list. Are there any other stations that would like to check in? Please call. Okay, let me just take a second here to acknowledge a couple that I've got the proxy check-ins, as I like to call them. I've got Dennis, KW4AG. He's monitoring us on Facebook and put his call in the comment section, so we will acknowledge him as a proxy check-in. And then Shane, KN4WCM. Got him monitoring on Facebook as well, and we'll put him in as a proxy check-in. Any other stations like to check in, please call. Okay, does anyone have anything else for the net before we close?
74JJ.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Haven't you seen Patrick lately?
I have talked to him on Facebook Messenger, but I haven't seen him in person.
Okay, well, if you haven't run into him, tell the old booger to come by here and see us sometime.
Okay, I'll pass that message along. Okay, anyone else before we close? Okay, counting me and all the proxy check-ins and everything else, we had a total number of 20 check-ins this evening. Thanks to each one of you for taking the time to check into the net. This is N4NT closing the Bristol 2-meter net at 9:28 p.m. and returning the W4UD repeater back to normal amateur use. 7-3 and good night.
One thing else. Did I hear you say he was going to be downtown tomorrow night? I believe it's Thursday night.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. They've switched the schedule around. That truck race used to be on Wednesday, and then they would have the family race night on Thursday. But they have switched it around now where they have 3 nights in a row of racing, so the family race night is on Wednesday now.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. I just always had Thursday on my mind, so okay, Adam, take care of it. About W4JJ.
No problem. I know it's a surprise when they do something logical, or at least it is to me anyway. But 7-3, everybody. This is N4NT.